Good morning, everyone. Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here for cook number 90. Who knows? Potato week. We just thought we'd do something a bit different. Now I know we've got the Irish egg on, and he is focusing on what we're going to do with potatoes, being Irish. But none of the dishes are going to be Irish, so unlucky. Yeah, we went to dinner a couple of weeks ago at one of our favourite restaurants in Cambridge called Provenance Kitchen. It's actually just outside Cambridge near Duxford, so if you're ever at the Imperial War Museum, at the airfield there, go to Provenance and have your food there. It's all cooked over open fire. It's stunning. It's not a barbecue restaurant, it's just an open fire restaurant, if that isn't the same thing. Anyway, it's lush. And one of the dishes I had was some sardines, but it had some fennel and it had this dressing that was stunning. So that got me thinking about what we could do, and so the whole menu today has come sort of out of that experience there. Anyway, so let me do the usual. On camera, Andrea, she's back. Hello. Hooray! So Andrea's here. We have the RB73. Well, you can't see the flames very well because I've just turned it down. But anyway, and we've got the new, in the same range, log bench. So that you can sit on the top. Love it. So if you're after one of those, contact Morley. Tell them I sent you. Morley Stoves. But they're lush. Anyway, we've got Mama and Helena, who looks like she's having difficulties. What have you done?
Keyboard's not working.
Okay, got the keyboard going. What's Mama's drink today?
She's got a mimosa.
A mimosa.
Yes.
So there you go.
Cheers, everybody.
Orange, and this is actually Cremant de Loire. So yeah, anyway, back to Andrea. Oh look, she's throwing bits everywhere now. Right, I've got a couple of things going, so let's tell you what I'm doing already. I've already started cooking down some mince, because it just takes a little while. And if you've ever seen, can you see how much water there is in this, or fat coming out? A lot of it's water. If you've ever seen me cooking a spag bowl or a chili or something like that, what I like to do is get the mince in there on its own, chuck it in, get it nice and hot, and cook it till it starts to crackle and pop. And that will you'll get that lovely brown outside to it. You'll burn off all that horrible water that you don't want in there at this stage, and you'll get that Maillard reaction, so it'll taste lush. So that's what we're doing here. These guys are going to tell me when it starts to crackle and pop.
Okay.
And we'll just give it a stir. We'll come back and have a look at it. On this egg. So I should have told you what our three dishes are. So the first dish, inspired by Provenance Kitchen, the lovely Kate and Greg who run it, is fennel, shaved fennel. But we're going to put shaved fennel with this beautiful dressing on top of some baked potatoes. So loads of you over the time have asked about how we cook our baked potatoes. So if you look in here, it's half direct, half indirect. These are on the indirect side. The egg has been at about 200 degrees for 2 hours. The potatoes have been in there. I flipped them over at half time, and then about half an hour ago, little drizzle of oil, little pinch of salt over the top. And these, hopefully, you can hear are crispy.
They're amazing.
They are amazing. So we are going to take them off. Because what we're going to do with these, in fact, I'll just chuck them in here for now. Hut, hut, hut. You can hear how crispy they are. We're going to take them off, let them cool a little bit. Because what we're going to do then is cut them open, scoop out the insides, which will make them best mash. So these will become our potato, what do you call them? Wedgie, not wedges, skins, potato skins. They'll have some fennel on them, they're going to have some spinach on them, we're going to have this lovely dressing that we're going to do. The mash that we take out the inside, we're going to turn into a potato pancake. And we're going to use the potato pancake with the beef and a bit of a taco mince, a bit of avocado. You're having all sorts of issues. Yeah. Some avocado, it doesn't look like she's going to be able to type as fast today, she's on the keyboard. But I'm sure she'll be good. We're going to do it with some avocado with a little bit of salsa that I've already made, because you don't need to see that. We've got some of our red onions that you've seen us make before. So a little red onion pickle. So it's just salt, one red onion, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and the juice of half a big lemon. And they're just pickling in there. So we'll put some of those on. And so those will be our potato pancake, mixed with potato pancake, taco sort of thing. And then the last dish we're going to do is a cross between a Spanish tortilla and an Italian frittata. And we're going to take potatoes and fry them off with a bit of chorizo and put them then in a frittata. So I probably need to get my stuff frying. So egg needs to warm up a bit. Why is that so low? Oh, I know why. Because I need to fry, and I'll do that over there. This has got, I've set this one up for indirect. What we're going to do is bake on here, so I need to turn it up. So into our, I've just got a Tefal Ingenio pan. You've seen these before. The handles come off. It's their stainless steel range, which we love. We're going to put some chorizo in there, just a little bit, and I'm going to put some potatoes in. So if you come over here, Andy, I'm going to do them on here. So I've part boiled some few little baby potatoes. Should dry them off a little bit more than I have, but we're going to pop those in and we'll get those, just pop them in, get them frying off. And they can go in here because this is at 200 and we've got a direct side. In fact, I could even drop them down, put them closer to the fire. Let's do that because that'll make it just that little bit easier. He says, make it easier to cook them, but it might not be easier to put this in. There we go. So we've got half direct, half indirect. That can pop in there, and we'll just give those a zhuzh, and we're going to fry those off.
I
That'll be
love
good.
chorizo.
Oh. So there we go. Right, let's go and have a look at our mince. Frying down nicely. Now, if it doesn't start crackling in the next few minutes, I'll speed through, but I should do. You can see it's down near to just oil now. All the water's starting to go. We need to get that nice and hot. This is up at 180, 200 degrees. Need it nice and warm. I'll just turn it up a tiny bit. There we go. You all right, darling?
Yes.
Yeah. Any questions, any comments now? Now you've just walked back. Who have we got on?
So we have got Steve WG.
Morning, Steve WG. Lovely to see you last night.
Escobar's Chill Grill.
Nice. New.
Big
Morning,
Green,
Escobar's Chill Grill.
Big Green Egg Cow.
Morning, Big Green Egg Cow. Cow?
Cow.
Cow. I thought you said cow. Moo. Yeah.
Adrian Jones.
Morning, Adrian.
Matt Hatherley.
Morning, Matt.
Vicky Mumford.
Morning, Vicky.
David Lane.
Morning, morning, morning.
Lakeland Dexter.
Morning, Lakeland Dexter.
I don't know who that is. Franco.
Morning, Franco.
Morning, Franco.
Phil.
Morning, Franco.
Jake Bleakley.
Hang on, you skipped over. Did you say Phil there?
Yeah.
Morning, Phil.
Morning, Phil.
Phil has finally cracked the naans.
Yeah.
Yay. So we worked out that Phil was making them just a little bit too thin, and it may have been because my
The Irish
recipe
egg is just joy.
my recipe shows a very thin naan. So I'm going to change the photo. So yeah, not too thin, but Phil has cracked the naans. Get in.
Oh, I won't show him you doing that. Sorry, lovely.
Realised.
Have you not turned it
We'll be
on?
back up running.
No, it's fine, and I was trying to figure out which way the battery's going, but I've just now seen, having looked at the board, looked on it, that there's a little picture on here.
Oh, okay.
I've got them the wrong way, that's why.
Oh,
Yes.
technical issue. That's why we've got no keyboard.
I'm not videoing that bit. You'll
Yeah,
find top.
Yeah. Right. This is. You see, it's now drying up nicely. It's going to start
This is
to crackle.
what I do
Yeah.
when I cook my
There you go. You've
spag
learnt
bowl
well.
and my chilli.
You've
I
learnt well.
Yeah,
Right. I'm going to leave that crackling away.
I had a good teacher. What can I
There you
say?
go. Perfect. Right. So while that's going on, let's get on to. That's not hot. Let's get on to these baked potatoes. They are hot. But what I'm going to do, cut them in half. Oh, they're good. So we'll get all 4 of these, cut them in half. Which is easier said than done when they're as crunchy as they are. I'm struggling with the keyboard over there, but anyway. Lush.
Honestly, baked potatoes on the egg are
Oh.
epic, aren't they?
Superb. Right. What I've got in here, 2 or 3 tablespoons, about a third of a cup of flour. What I'm going to do with these, where have I put my, there it is, potato masher. just a potato ricer. You could do it the normal masher. I'm going to do it with one of these. So I'm just going to scoop them out. Leave a bit of potato in there because you want it for the potato skins. So hopefully I should have enough. Get it all in there. You on? Hooray! We've got a keyboard. We're back. She'll start typing in a minute. We get the usual rubbish.
Cheek.
There you go. That's what you like. Potato just rice through. Probably left the keyboard on.
Mum, that's where you get your issues with batteries from, Discern.
Yeah.
Or Helena gets her issue with batteries from.
Mama's renowned for it taking when everything runs out. Bless her, she changes everything on her own. She looks after herself. Yeah, she doesn't live here, by the way. A lot of you think she lives here. She doesn't. She lives on her own. But it does take her often 45 minutes to change the batteries on a remote control.
That is generous.
Bless her.
And
Right,
some.
1 egg going in with this. So we've basically got the mash from four potatoes. We've got some flour. We've got an egg, and we're just going to mix that together. Get it all combined. I'll put a bit of salt and pepper in it in a second. Make a nice gooey mash. You could add a bit, it could have been a bit more potato, but a little bit of salt and pepper. Get a little whiz through. Now what we're going to do is form that into like pancake shapes, and then we're going to fry those once our taco mince is ready. So that's all good. That's it there. It's all right, I need to come back here.
Rude.
Right, into our wedges. Tiny little bit of oil just to help them crisp up inside. So we almost make them like chips. Crunchy chips.
These are a dinner winner.
Yeah.
I like
I'm just
potato
gonna
skins.
stack them for now. It'll be easier. Don't let them all fall over. And
No.
we'll put them back on here to bake them again. So what we want to do is get them to crisp up nicely. So this half is indirect, this half is direct. So the pan down there, over a direct heat, 180, 200 degrees. These are going in, same temperature. What we're trying to do with these is just fry this off a little bit. These are part boiled, they're soft. You could eat them, the potatoes.
Wicked. I love it.
Yeah. But what we're going to do is add some egg to those and make a frittata. Right, let's go over to our beef. So let's do a recap, because I don't think I've really said it, have I, with all 3 dishes?
I don't think so.
So over there we're doing some potato skins with spinach, fennel and an Indian dressing that I've got. It's a sweet, it's Indian-ish, Indian Thai. It's a sweet and salty and sour dressing with some mustard seeds. It's to die for. So that's that egg. In this egg we're going to do these, you can hear it popping now. You hear it? You see it's going brown. That's what we're looking for. Get that brown, just start to get it brown. Now I'm going to give it another minute and then we'll add stuff to it. So in this one we're going to do some taco mince. We're going to make some potato pancakes, just fry them off. We're going to do them in the Solid Techniques bigger skillet. So this is called the bigger skillet. We're going to do them in there. Hopefully it won't stick. I'm not very good at keeping my non-stick, metal stuff non-stick, because I always wash it and stuff. But anyway, so that will go in. And onto those we'll then put some sour cream, some avocado, some salsa, and a few chives over the top. We'll have some lovely potato pancakes with Mexican beef over the top. And on that egg we're then going to do the potato and chorizo frittata. And if you can see Andy backing away, it's because she's trying to warm her bum on the fire.
Damn.
Behind her.
Damn. Yeah.
So,
If we
right.
could always just use this egg, that would be amazing.
And I've called her Andy about 72 times today.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's Andrea. Right, into here. Anything Mexican, needs something earthy, some cumin seeds. Good teaspoon of cumin seeds. To make it spicy, chipotle chili flakes. They're smoked, dried jalapeno. I'm going to put in quite a lot. A teaspoon and a bit.
Yeah, nice.
Make it really spicy. They're going to be on fire, these guys, today. To give it even more smoke, some smoked paprika. So this is the Spanish one. It's the one that's sweet, not the one with chilies on the front. So we'll go for a teaspoon and a half of that. I've got some onion. I'm not going to use all of this, probably half of an onion. Yeah, half an onion. And then we'll just give this a good fry up. And get some colour on it. Now it's still dry in here, that's fine. We're going to add some water, actually some beef stock. But I want to fry those onions down a bit. You could put some garlic in here. You could add, and we'll do it at the end, some oyster sauce. But at the moment, just let that fry down. Let's go and give those potatoes and chorizo a stir. So they're frying nicely. It's going to take a little while, a few minutes. But you can see the oil, hopefully you can see the oil starting to come out of these, out of the chorizo. These are starting to bubble, they'll crisp up nicely. And then we'll get some bits to go in them. So I can't do anything there, I can't do anything there yet. So what I'll do is something over here. Any questions, Helena?
It's just what I was typing.
Oh. And?
Well, I hadn't finished typing it when you said.
Okay, so the next cook, by the way, is our Christmas cook. So I've got part of that to prep. I'll do that now. Let's do it. Prep for the Christmas cook. Everybody loves, and we've done it before. Sorry, nose is growing. Smoked salmon. So in this bowl, I have 250 grams of sugar, 250 grams of table salt. That's it, mixed up. I have, it's supposed to be a non-reactive, I'm sure it is non-reactive, but a big pan. I always use the same one, I've never had any issues. But we've got a lovely big side of salmon. Now obviously the nearer you get to Christmas, if you can buy better quality, great, but the nearer you get to Christmas, the cheaper they seem to get. So, but what we're going to do is put a little base layer of this salt and sugar. Now I'm doing it diagonally because I've checked this fish is quite big and it's only just going to go on here. There we go. And then we're going to take this fillet. Now you want them with the skin on. So skin on, and then you pop it into your pan. Look at that.
Made to measure.
So it's got some salt and stuff underneath. And now we're just going to put salt and sugar on the top. Now this will draw some of that moisture out. The sugar will sweeten it slightly. And what you want to do is just leave it in this cure anything between 6 and 24 hours. Okay. So just flatten it out, make sure everything's got a little bit of cure on. It will get really wet, it will start to draw out the moisture. Make sure you've got a lip on your pan. But that will sit and cure. So we'll come back to it in a bit, but you'll see that starts drawing the moisture out. Put it in the fridge, leave it 6 to 24 hours. If you like it soft, 6 hours. If you like your smoked salmon quite dry and harder, do it for 24 hours or do it for anything in between. We like 6 hours. So you'll see what this looks like. So I'm just going to put a bit of salt on the end of that fish so it just gets cure on there. But what you'll see what we're going to do with this, we'll put it in the fridge for 6 hours, we'll take it out, we'll wash it, and then we'll put it in the fridge on a rack on its own overnight. And tomorrow I will then put it into an egg with a cold smoke generator. So one of these, you can get them off Amazon. I'll put a link on the recipe to these. You basically fill them up with sawdust, you light a tea light in here and it will smoulder around, and you can put that in on top of your charcoal. It won't light it, you don't want your egg hot, but that will produce smoke for 10 hours and that will smoke your salmon. But the important bit is you wash it off and you put it in the fridge overnight before you smoke it, because it will form a sticky surface. It's called a pellicule.
Can I put in a request?
Go on.
For Christmas? Smoked cheese.
Smoked cheese. Okay, we'll get some cheese in. We'll smoke some cheese tomorrow.
Because that makes That's really nice
Actually, when we were
too.
in France this summer, I love smoked. This sounds terrible, but I love smoked Baby Bell. So you take the red thing off, and you put the Baby Bell in there and smoke them. They're delicious.
Excellent.
I mean, sort of super cheap, and we brought a whole load back from France to do, and Helena ate them all. It was actually a combination, but I just wanted to see her face. So yeah, right, back to. Good.
Oh,
So our mince is looking great. Right, now obviously at home you would have a lot more time than we've got. So I'm going to put in a beef stock cube, or stock, not cube, what do you call these wet ones? Wet cubey things.
stock pots.
Got a stock pot, that's it. I've forgotten to bring a glass out, but I'll go and grab my pan. I just need a bit of water. So, a bit of water going in there, just to make it more saucy. Now you could use tomato puree. I was looking for those, now I know where they are. This is just going to be a simple beef taco. It's going to be spicy.
How much beef?
It's 500 grams of beef, just a packet. So have a look in there, Andrea. You'll see it's now a little bit saucy. If you're allowed to say that on camera.
Oh, yeah, of course you are.
Right, perfect. So we'll give that about another 5 minutes and then we'll take that off.
Can I just ask, have you typed stuff?
Yes.
Because I'm not seeing anything, so I'm just wondering.
You've not seen any comments?
No.
Oh.
Are you?
How are we looking?
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool. I just thought I'd mention in case we'd got
Yeah.
a keyboard issue.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sorry.
Right. Back to here. Now, I'd like to do this a bit more, but they'll do for now. Because we need to put some onions in there. So get them out the way. I'm just going to tip those back into that pan. So I'll borrow my pan back. Sorry. In fact, I can put them in a bowl. Let's do that. So we'll pop these into the bowl because then we're going to put some onions in, fry them for a couple of minutes in that lovely fat. One little bit left. Get our onions. So we'll go back over here, Andrea.
Right, go Nick.
So
Ask.
I've got just a bit of onion.
Hold on. Can you... Yeah.
Yeah, so can anyone see Helena's comments? She's typing, but she'll be typing as Mrs. Meat Smoke Fire, hopefully. Let us know if you can see her comments. Right. Has anyone responded?
Not that I
I
can
guess
see.
it's going to be. We're going to struggle, aren't we? If
Right,
they
doesn't-
can't, because maybe I'm not.
Oh no, you'll be able to see that. Anyway, right. I've got a fennel. I just want to shave it. So I've got a mandolin. If you're going to use one of these things, try and use a guard with them. So stick it in. Don't put your fingers anywhere near one of these bad boys. Yeah, I mean they're lethal. Well, but this may be a bit thin, but no, it's coming out lovely. So we're just doing a few shavings to go on those potatoes. They'll put some spinach on, and then we'll get our dressing on there as well. Right, lush. Well, maybe a bit more. I'm going to adjust it to make them slightly thicker. So 1 second. You know what I'll do? I'll adjust it and it'll be like really fat ones.
God, I can smell that.
Oh, smell! I love fennel. Just in case
Yeah,
they're
I'm
too
not a
fat.
fan.
Oh, there we go. That's better. There we go. Right. So we've got some different thicknesses, but we'll go with.
So it looks like they're not showing up.
Right.
Okay, that's
Okay.
cool.
I don't know why.
Our comments aren't showing for some reason. Over we go. So we're going to give our onions a little stir. Just want to soften them up. They're doing nicely. These are looking lush, so they're almost ready. Let's go and have a look at our taco. Hopefully we can get that done in time. Right. Our taco mince looking great. I'm going to take it off. Now, if I wasn't doing this in 45 minutes, I'd give it a bit longer. Add a little bit more water, but we'll take that off. And we're going to get our bigger pan in there ready. I'll just pop that over there. Oh, I forgot to put my Worcester sauce in. So a little bit of Worcester sauce go in there. About a tablespoon. Give it a whiz through. Oh yeah. Looks like it. Oh, you're going to like that. Right, let's get this pan hot. So bigger, oh, it's got a lovely kick. Bigger cast iron, they're called quenched pans. They're wrought iron. And the idea is they've got oil in them when they come, so they shouldn't stick too much. I need to add a bit of oil to it. So I'll add some oil. What's going on?
So, my reliable, trusty source, Franco,
Yeah.
is messaging me on Facebook.
Oh dear.
So they can't see the comments, but you can see. Well, you can see people joining, but
Yeah.
you can't see comments.
Okay.
He says the Wi-Fi's been a bit iffy
Yeah,
today.
we know that.
So he
We're
says.
going to invest in better Wi-Fi.
So he's put.
Now,
I love
I
it. IT glitches, pain in the arse.
Now I did select something new on a setting earlier, so I know what it might be.
No.
But sorry, you can't send your comments. We can't hear you this week. That's terrible. Anyway, get those doing. That's good. We need to get it on there. Right, you go over there. Anne.
Yep.
So we have our.
What I might do is I might come off and come back on again and see if that helps.
Yeah, can do. Right, so we've got our onions. We need a little bit of salt and pepper to go in our eggs. So I have, for this size pan, I think about 5 eggs should be good. So I've got 5 eggs. I'm going to whisk them up. So a bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Give them a good whisk. Try not to cover Andrew in it,
Yeah.
so I don't think that will go down well. Pop that in our pan. Lovely.
I'm so looking forward to this menu.
And then we're just going to pop our little potatoes on top. Now I may have done too many, so that's fine. Don't want to crowd it. Yeah, I've got pretty perfect. Some more chorizo in there, which is hot. And now we're just going to bake it. Now this egg should be, oh look at that. I wanted it at 230 degrees. It is at 230 degrees. Lucky. We'll pop that in to bake it. And that should take about 15 minutes. So this is going to be tight. But there we go. Right. So let's get our potato wedges back. I'm going to do them in batches. Oh no, they're ready. No, I'm ready. Let's not do them yet, because they can be done cold. What we do need to do is our dressing. So what I will do is bring this layer back up to the top. So bring that up. I can then get this little pan on there, just about fits. These are the new Big Green Egg Solid Technics pans. So I just need my oil. A little bit of oil in there, and then I'm going to put some mustard seeds in. All I want to do is heat these up. It might start popping, it might be a bit cold for this. So about a teaspoon of mustard seeds. I'm going to let these just heat through. Right, while these heat up, we can do our pancakes. So, grab my oil, we'll go back over there.
So it would appear that no comments are showing.
Okay.
So I think it's just, we'll have to try and do a reboot. And
Okay.
So I've just said to Franco, we'll reboot the tech and we'll reboot you.
Yeah, we'll reboot these. Sorry if we can't see your comments this week. Don't know what
I can
we've
see
done.
everyone joining.
Yeah. Right. Now, I might need some flour for this.
Do you need me to go and get you some flour?
No, I've got the flour.
Oh, I've got
I'm
some.
going to do it over here, Andrew, just to make these into a pancake. Try not to mix it up with the... Try not to mix up too much. What I'm going to do, just flatten them out. Get them round. Flatten them out. That's one. Let me get 3 out of this. Made that one quite big. This is just a potato pancake, which, you know, the Irish egg probably isn't that impressed with.
Good job we can't see comments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually, I might pop off the iPad and try and really find
No, because if they can't all see them, it's that that's wrong. And I'm not going to stop that. Right. Right, I've got oil. I need a spatula to pick these up with. We've got a bit much oil on that side. Give them a couple of minutes, fry them, and then flip them over. I'll do one more. While those are going, may as well. And we'll go and see how our dressing is coming on. Flour over the top. Oh, we're having all sorts.
Yeah.
Is it back?
Yeah.
Having all sorts of trouble today. Don't know what we've done. Right, new Wi-Fi coming up. Get in. Right, I'm just giving my hands a wash. So yeah, apologies about this. First one that we've not had comments.
Feels weird not having
Yeah.
comments.
Apparently
Yeah.
everyone, Franco says he's missing my comments.
Oh, thank you, Franco.
Rude. Just saying.
You probably can't hear Helena, but oh yeah, they're cooking nicely now. So we're just frying off some little mustard seeds, and they'll start to pop and crackle. Oh, they're going to be good. Right, to that. This is going to be sweet and sour and salty. We need, but we also need a bit of colour and a bit of flavour. So I'm going to go in with about half a teaspoon of turmeric. Okay. Give it a lovely, intense colour. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Great.
How are you?
We've got Simon popping over the fence to see what's going on. Right, so we've got some turmeric in there. Oh, look at the colour on that. We're going to put some, this is palm sugar. This was courtesy of Nick from Carb Brighton, who I need to contact, who's doing some lovely looking Christmas menus. So book into Nick's place. So he's down in Brighton, Carb, K-A-B, Brighton, look it up. So I'm going to get about just over a teaspoon of palm sugar. Now you can buy it, this is runny palm sugar, you can buy it in granules, works just as well. But this is the real thing, so we're going to fry that in there now, look. Oh, it's going to be good. To that, I want to add some fish sauce, so about a teaspoon of fish sauce. And then, we used it last week or 2 weeks ago, tamarind. Let me just wash that slightly. Don't know, about a teaspoon of tamarind, maybe a teaspoon and a bit. Look at that, lovely. I nearly grabbed the handle of that pan. Remind me not to do that.
Yeah. And don't forget your pancakes.
Yeah. Yeah, you can have a quick look. And just cook that dressing together now. That's it. That, we made it the other day. It's going to be delicious. I'm just going to take a bit off, let it cool down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. We'll take that off. So that's ready. So let's look at our pancakes. Oh, am I burning them? Don't burn them.
I won't come over.
Just don't look at the bottoms.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. It's not burnt. We've said it before. They're not burnt. They're caramelised.
Eleanor's face says it all.
Don't give it away. Right. They won't taste that. That's me trying to do too many things. Obviously, when you're doing this, don't try and do it all at once.
Well, and we're restricted with time. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
The-
Really bad.
yeah.
What's going on?
I've told.
Don't look.
I'm going to have to.
Oh, there we go. Right. They cook really quick.
They look delicious.
They do. They look lush. So there's our. Probably only do 2. I don't need that third one. I'll put that out of the way for a sec. I like it. So fluffy. Perfect. So we've got 2 of those. What have we got? We've got our dressing. We've got our frittata doing its thing. So these we need to set up. So grab a bit of avo. Where have I put my knife? Yeah,
Oh, there.
Right next to me, of course. Bit of avo to go on them. I could have used my.
I was going to say, yeah.
Nah, I'll use one of these. So just run a spoon around. Probably enough for this. Yeah, we've got no comments today. Unfortunately, for some reason, it's not working. So a bit of avo over the top. Oh, liking that. Filthy though. We're going to have a bit of our we've done with one hand of these. A bit of our taco mince.
Oh, man. These are going to be lush.
So we've got avocado, we've got some taco mince, which is spicy, which we like. We have a little bit of salsa.
These look scrummy.
We have some sour cream, of course. We can't have these without a good dollop of sour cream on the top. A little bit of coriander just to make them look pretty. So there is potato pancakes with taco mince, some salsa, a bit of avocado, some sour cream. Right, on there we have our looking good. I need
Oh,
to
they
get
look
them
amazing.
off. I will do them with stop. So we'll just make 3 or 4 of these. We'll come back to the others. God, these are crispy as. Hot, hot, hot. So while they're still warm, you could. I'm just going to put raw spinach in because it will just start to wilt in the heat. You could put some, fry it with a little bit of garlic if you wanted. So this is just baby spinach. I'm going to go with some of that fennel. I'm going to go with this nice thin stuff. Now, if you don't like aniseed, this isn't going to be your thing, but I had as I said, I had this at the...
So we need to save 2 for Andrea and don't put the fennel on.
There's some in
there's
there.
plenty in there. I'll get them off and put them to one side.
Yeah,
because I don't
sorry.
want to burn them because they're cooking nicely.
Fennel is like peanut butter to me, Franco, just saying. Not a great fan of fennel.
Now we've still got this dressing, it's still be nice and warm.
Oh, they look.
Bit of turmeric
Really
in
good.
there. Bit of tamarind to give it a bit of sourness. Right, that can go to one side. Tacos, those. Do you reckon that's done? Not a chance.
No.
We'll have a look. You're not far off. Come and have a look. It's all puffed up. Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
reckon we could get that off. Helena, could you grab me? No, not a plate. One of my metal scrapers, just to clean this board. I just want to make this board a little bit cleaner before I take it off. Let's put the lid down. Get that out of the way.
I'm just gonna dip my. Try that.
It's nice, isn't it?
Really good.
It's sweet. She's been trying the dressing. It's sweet.
Sorry, yeah.
It's got like a smoky aftertaste from those from the mustard seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's delish. Right, let's grab that. Cool. Just going to tidy this board a tiny bit. There. And then we'll get this out. Now, what you could do, we haven't got time to do it, is just flip it over. Me and wipes. What is it with me and wipes? Anyone else have this issue that 900 come out at once?
Me.
Just get it wiped down a little on that half because I'm going to take this out. It's a little bit early. What you want to do is, and what we'll do is flip it over. Oh no, because you won't see the potatoes. That's looking pretty good. What you want, ideally, is a little. Can you see it's all puffed up? It's cooked.
It's coming away from the edges as
Yeah,
well,
yeah, it's
isn't
puffed
it?
up,
So,
it's
yeah,
lovely.
Looks gorgeous.
So we're going to tip it out and put a couple of slices over there.
Yay! Look at that.
Sorry, people.
Yeah, you just got that.
A bit of chilli sauce on that. Bit of chilies. Coming round. And then we're going to finish off with a tiny bit of. Oh, I haven't done the chives for the other bits. Hang on a sec. Our tacos need some chives on.
Could you use, like, if you've got some roast potatoes left over, I'm just thinking about
Yeah.
Boxing Day lunch, you could use up any leftover roast potatoes.
Yeah,
and make
absolutely.
Christmas
So
potatoes.
Helena's saying, if you can't hear her, could you use some leftover? These are just chives, by the way. Could you use leftover roast potatoes? Absolutely. You know what I've done with it? Oh, there's the parcel. My nose is running like a champion. Get in and look at that salmon, but also look at our
Oh yeah, 'cause
pomegranates.
that's really changed. And
Those grew in our very own garden. Thank you, Carlos and Nikki. Turn that a little bit. Perfect. I think they look amazing.
that looks stunning, Nick.
Right. Whoa, nearly lost one.
Oh, hello.
So today we've done potato pancakes with a tortilla, with a taco mince, some salsa that I've made this morning, some avocado, some sour cream, bit of coriander, bit of chive. We've got baked potato skins with spinach, fennel, shaved fennel, and this dressing that I'll have to come up with a name for. Kate's dressing, maybe, or Greg's dressing. I guess Kate didn't come up with it. And then we've got a potato and chorizo.
Hold on. Back.
We're back.
Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, hopefully you saw what we got. We'll take photos, we'll post the recipes. Obviously, we can't ask you what we'd like you to do, but next cook is our Christmas cook. So we've definitely got something with smoked salmon because that will be ready. I'll post tomorrow what it looks like post-smoking. When it's smoked, then I'm going to vac pack it and put it back in the fridge for a week, well, a bit more, because it needs to mellow a bit. We're going to do a beef Wellington because we promised that to somebody. to Sol, who actually is competing for England in Finland next weekend. He's competing today, isn't he?
Yes.
Was it training today? Or was it
He's
competition?
at England training camp.
It's England
this
training
weekend.
camp today in Manchester, but he will be competing in Finland next weekend, so good luck, Sol. We're not here next week. We're going to see my brother, which will be lovely. But we'll be doing all sorts of Christmas stuff. Now, talking of Christmas, rotisseries, we've got loads in stock. Great Christmas presents, so if you haven't got one, you need one. Vlays, I met with Matthew yesterday, so there will be some new, bigger Vlays by the sounds of it. And I'm still trying to persuade him to do one for the XL, and it might happen. So we're nearly there on that one. Well, sort of getting there. Kamado Space, the new units I've got on order. Anyone who orders one of those new units will get it hopefully in December. They're coming early December, so we'll book you in to put it in December. And they include free delivery and free installation, which is going to take me all of December to do that.
Given you've got skiing.
Yeah, I am going skiing in December. You're not going to stop me going skiing. It might be walking, but there's not a lot of snow at the moment. What else? And we're putting up our gift page idea, so that will go up this week. The classes for next year will go out this week. So if you want to come on a class for next year, sign up to the newsletter, because they won't go on the website. They'll be there, but you won't find them. You have to find them through the newsletter for at least the first 2 or 3 weeks, because we promise people that. And if they've sold out, they're sold out. There are only 15 or 16 classes next year. So, yeah. Anything else, Helena?
No, I think that's it.
Perfect. So thank you for watching. We're going to get in and eat all of this because it looks yummy. We'll see you all in 2 weeks' time. And sorry about the technical issues. We'll sort that out later. Cheers.